Alright, so today's video is unfortunately not going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to be covering a creator we have covered here on the channel a couple of different times, of course, for all of the wrong reasons, and that creator is none other than Ethan Klein, or as I like to call him, Ethan Kleinist. And the reason that we are going to be covering Ethan Kleinist today is because recently a group of Al Jazeera journalists were murdered by the IDF. They were murdered by Israel, and what Israel said was a targeted strike. And the reason that we're going to be talking about Ethan Kleinist is because a couple of months ago on Ethan's stream, I have this clip pulled up here that we're going to watch in a second. Ethan and Hila made fun of Hassan and laughed at him and lied on their stream because Hassan said that he had been reached out to some individuals, some Palestinians, asking him to come and do some coverage there, and he said the reason that he was not going to go was because he was not able to confirm that he would have proper security, that he would not literally get murdered by Israel. And Ethan and Hila, specifically, I guess Hila in this specific clip, say that Israel doesn't murder journalists. That's not how they work. They don't do stuff like that, even though they literally do. I covered this story of Anas al-Sharif and a couple of other individuals that were murdered by the IDF on August 11th in another video. It's a really great video. I think you guys should check it out. Anas al-Sharif among 4 Al Jazeera journalists killed by Israel and Gaza. Al Jazeera journalist Anas al-Sharif has been killed alongside several other colleagues in a targeted Israeli attack on a tent housing journalists in Gaza City, right outside of the Al-Shifa hospital. And Anas al-Sharif, you guys can Google him if you're not familiar with him. He is one of the, or was one of the, I should say, best on-the-ground journalists in the West Bank and in Gaza. He was one of the best journalists covering the genocide of the Palestinian people. He has covered a lot of really heart-wrenching, heartbreaking, disgusting moments of this genocide that's been happening on the ground, literally in the middle of the absolute shit. I can't put into words how amazing his coverage is. I don't even know if I could show some of the coverage that he has done, but Anas al-Sharif is just an amazing journalist, was an amazing journalist, again, excuse me. But without further ado, let's take a look here at Ethan Klein and Hila Klein laughing at Hassan saying, you know, I might get literally offed. I might get murdered if I go to Israel. Let's look at them saying, Israel actually, they don't really do that. Here it is.
I've talked to Palestinian journalists and they've like wanted me to come out.
Really? Wow. Oh my God.
And I can't get any security assurances against Israel, obviously.
Well, bro, it's not like Israel
that is worried.
Look, it's not like Israel's going to do a precision strike on Hassan. They don't fucking.
Yeah,
but
They literally do that, though. They literally do that. That's literally what they did. And I again, Israel has murdered. This number is probably much higher. 226 journalists. I actually don't know when this article was written. The International Federation of Journalists. They have murdered at least 226. That number, I'm pretty sure the number is higher. The Committee to Protect Journalists, I'm pretty sure, has reported that that number is higher. 226 journalists. And again, Anas al-Sharif and the four other individuals that were murdered by Israel, they literally said it was a precision strike. That is what they said. So laughing at Hassan saying, bro, what do you think? They're going to do a precision strike and murder you? Yes, they do that. They admitted to it. Israel admitted to doing that. This is the same person who says that Zionist is being called a Zionist is a slur and that he's not a Zionist. Bitch, you are all the way a Zionist. Okay? It is disgusting how they sit there on their stream and act like they are holier than thou. Call Hassan a terrorist. Call all the other people terrorists. Noah Samson. All of these creators, terrorist sympathizers, whatever they want to say. You guys are the terrorist sympathizers. Sitting there saying that they murder journalists. The reason that they murdered Anas al-Sharif and all of the other journalists, the people with Anas al-Sharif, is because they were on the ground documenting the horrors that Israel is committing against the Palestinian people. It's not a secret. It's not.
It's dangerous. It's a war zone. Like, I agree, it's
They
dangerous.
might.
Sure,
They
it's
may.
a war zone.
They
don't
may.
Sure, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. The Palestinians, the children that are being starved, right? The women that are being starved, the men that are being starved, the men that are being murdered, the teenagers that are holding a white flag that gets sniped by the IDF. Yeah, it's a war zone. It's hilarious. They're literally laughing at it. Disgusting, horrible, nasty human beings. Absolutely horrible.
But what?
He was in the running for anti-Semite of the year. They may.
Nah,
And
it's
I
a
don't
whole
think you
different
guys
world.
understand
Yeah, it's a
Israel. It
different
doesn't work
world.
like that
They're
there.
not.
Yeah, Ela. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Israel doesn't work like that, except they literally do work like that because they've murdered over 200 journalists. The number is probably much higher. The number of Palestinians that have been murdered, a lot of numbers that come out from these human aid groups are probably much lower. There are hundreds of thousands of Palestinians that have been murdered. Israel doesn't work like that. Yeah, the fuck it does. Yeah, they do. And they've been doing this far before October 7th. Don't get me wrong here. It literally does work like that. And you can sit there and lie. You can sit there and run cover for Israel all you fucking want. But if you have a brain and if you're able to look past Israel's lies, if you are able to literally think or literally see, I should say, if you are able to see what is happening to the Palestinians, you know that these motherfuckers are liars. They're disgusting fucking liars.
It's not. But regardless, I agree it's dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's dangerous in a war zone,
Right.
not because Israel will like target him.
It literally I can't take these people seriously. I can't. I just can't. I cannot. They sit there and say they're not Zionist. Bitch, you are doing you're like the gold, you guys are like the golden pedestal Zionists. That's what you fuckers are. You are like the gold standard for Zionism. That's not how Israel works. Yeah, it fucking is how Israel works. It's literally how they operate. That's why they murdered Anas al-Sharif. Excuse me. That is why they murdered him. That is why they have murdered countless other journalists, murdered countless other Palestinians. They do not want, they cannot lose. Israel lately, at least in some cases, has kind of been losing their narrative. You know, there have been people. I'm not even going to get into the Nelk shit that I've already covered. I'm not even going to get into that because that's beside the point. I'm going off on tangents here. They will target someone like Hassan. They already do that. They have already done that. So, Ethan and Ela sitting here and fucking just smiling at it, literally smiling at it, is so disgusting and so horrible and so nasty. And no, I know that there are some people in my audience who will probably say, maybe it's not worth covering these people. I will make videos on these motherfuckers any chance I get because this Zionism, these hypocrites, these lies need to be called out, right? I cannot take this. And the reason I actually wanted to make this video was because I wanted to see if Ethan or Ela or anyone in the H3 crew had actually talked about the murders of these Al Jazeera journalists. And surprise, surprise, none of them had said shit. Oh no, I couldn't have guessed that. Let's continue. There's 5 seconds left. There's nothing left in this clip.
Don't think it's like that
That's like
personally, but
I don't think it's like that personally, but yeah, it actually is like that, bitch. I don't care what you personally think. Facts are facts. People are fucking getting slaughtered. Journalists are being slaughtered. Innocent civilians are being slaughtered by Israel. I don't think it's like that. That's great, buddy. That's so awesome. You want a pat on the head? You want a cookie? You want a little ribbon that says you're the best? You're number one, Ethan? Is that what you want? I don't think it's like that personally. No one gives a shit about your opinion. Literally, your opinion does not matter in this context, but to Ethan, it does. And again, you call him a Zionist, that's a slur, and he's not a Zionist. Neither is his wife, who served in the IDF. They're not Zionists. Israel doesn't murder journalists. They don't work like that. Remember that, guys. Remember that.
Why?
but I think he's giving himself a little too much credit there.
Yeah, Hassan's giving himself a little too much credit there. Hassan, who you guys already know that I'm a huge fan of Hassan. He's someone that I definitely look up to. Yeah, Hassan, who humanizes Palestinians, who humanizes the people living in Yemen. He's giving himself a little too much credit there. But Ethan and Ela are sitting there laughing at Hassan, saying that he might get murked if he goes to Israel, when they literally do that to journalists. That being said, that is going to be it for this video. uh I don't really feel like it's appropriate for me to do my normal outro. So just let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know what you thought of Ethan and Ela. Again, I'm sure there are many in my audience that probably don't want to see anything from these people, don't want to hear from these people. Trust me, I don't either. Listening to them talk, looking at them makes me want to throw the fuck up. They are so disgusting, so nasty, so disingenuous, such hypocrites. Just let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of Ethan and Ela Kleinist, and I will see you guys in the next one.